ask Steve that question.
Razors to get rid of that.
He gets rid of it.
I think it's more like hedge clippers, huh? Hedge clippers.
Weed whacker.
A 70s chick. All right.
Weed whacker, baby. Weed whacker. So,
well, it ain't tallywhacker.
just thought I would tell you the real story behind the band.
All right.
Well, thank you, Wendy.
You want to ask me any questions, you ask me and I'll tell you.
All right.
Where do we mail the check to?
What?
Oh, again, wifey dear, tell the animals I said hello. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Stay on Brian.
Hey, finally the guys in the band got to meet my wife.
And now we've got Rob's mom on the line.
God damn it, you bull-headed fucker.
Okay, so anyway.
All right. So currently, what do you all have going on?
We couldn't understand the question. Can you repeat
No,
that?
so what do you have going on? I said,
Okay. As far as like shows coming up and everything, what's going on? Are you all working on a new album? What are you all up to?
Well, what we're looking forward to is we have a lot of material that we've been playing for the past few years before Jeff and while Jeff's been here, and we're finally going to put everything on one disc and get it out there the way we want it to sound. We have a couple recordings, just swimming around out there that we don't necessarily think are our best foot forward. We're going to polish everything, and then we're going to unleash everything out into the wilderness. Then we're looking forward to, we've already got multiple songs recorded for album number 2. We're going to start writing once we get done the recording process. And the next show that we actually have is September 27th at the Holiday House. It's a benefit for the Wounded Warriors.
Nice.
Anyone in the local area, get your ass on down to the Holiday House on Harford Road. Like I said, September 27th, an all-day event. Normally they have a lot of other things other than music. Last year they had a car show. Lots of real nice classic cars.
yeah, that vendors set up.
Leather. Brian makes some leather for him and his wife to play with in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
I do chainmail, so I'm usually on the same table with him. I don't want to say I overshadow.
They're on a table together.
Yeah, my stuff's shiny.
Yeah, Jeff dances on the pole,
Brian.
Hey. Yeah, I'll make a left.
Wait a minute. Stop. Can you block that out? No.
All right, do back, do over.
It's live. I don't think so.
You're playing now, right?
Brian's from San Francisco originally.
That was my wife's listening. Remember that, okay? Oh, she just called in.
That's for your wife. 0 call.
Exactly. She's exactly.
You always want to make love.
Thank you for calling, Ryan.
All right. So if you could tour anywhere or play anywhere, where would you want to play and why?
It wouldn't be about where for me. It would be about in front of who. And in front of who would wind up being whoever appreciates 4 guys, sweating everything they have out into the music.
Definitely never had anybody walk away. They always hung around. So that's good.
Jeff also locks the doors behind him.
That's why they don't let us use pyro anymore.
Who do you want to play in front of, Brian?
Who would I want to play in front of?
Or what kind of venue, what kind of people, what kind of crowd?
Anybody.
Anybody, yeah, it's pretty much anybody.
Hey, I played in bands that
Play for Blue Oyster out of Police Academy.
I like playing, who I like to play for? I like to play for Marines again in Cherry Point in South Carolina.
you guys.
I think they would really love that, and we love them.
Yeah, I played in front of close to 1,000 people, and I played in front of a bartender and some drunk. I have fun either way, so it doesn't matter to me.
Brian has told me stories before to where before the band was toured, it's called Overflow, like I mentioned earlier, and Overflow actually played on a military base before. That's something that I think all of us would love to do, and it would be us just giving back.
Yeah, and a side note, those guys know how to party, and so do at least me and Jeff.
Yeah, he said a lot of beer.
Yeah,
They're good. I like beer.
By partying, they do mean drink. Although I will have to say that I've seen Brian get completely drunk at about 2 of our shows, and he does need a babysitter.
Yeah, drinking out of a dirty jock strap. That's not cool.
Oh.
When we opened, I thought it was clean. We opened up for a specific cover band, and Brian had a few drinks throughout the night and was screaming at the cover band like they were the real band. So, I wasn't really going to name the venue.
Easy. I was there. I was right next to him. Like,
He's a handful. He's a handful.
He kept pinching my ass. But hey, he's a nice guy.
Yeah, I can be a little bit of a handful sometimes, yeah. Just ask my wife.
No drugs. Yeah, a little bit of a handful.
Yeah, a tiny handful, as she says.
All right,
that was Rick.
Yeah.
That's talking about me.
A tiny single baby hand. So,
all right. If you all had a chance to, what band alive today would you like to, open up for?
For me, it would be it'd be Clutch. I love Clutch. I'm really into Clutch. I think they're one of the most original bands, and they're kind of like us too, because in a way they just have that chemistry, man. I mean, when you listen to them live, or you listen to them even recorded with some of their jam room stuff, it reminds me of us. It just kind of flows.
for me, I'd love to open up for Pantera.
Actually, me, original Sabbath or Sabbath with Dio.
That's not going to happen.
Hey, well, this is a fantasy thing.
I was about to say Pantera is
Oh,
not going to happen either.
Fantasies now. We're in trouble.
Well, actually, locally, Ghost of War, we have a blast.
Yeah, you're right.
Guys. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Those guys treat us very well, too.
Yeah. Next to Rob, Ronnie is one of the best singers out there. I used to love Judas Priest. Rob Halford was number one. Yeah, it's Ronnie and Rob. I think they got a lot of similarities. And Rob's got one of the strongest voices ever. He can sing his ass off at practice, and the next night sound exactly the same. It doesn't hurt him at all.
Thank you, Jeff.
You're welcome. Is that $20? Sorry.
All right. So, what would you say is your favorite song to play to date that you all have done?
Our favorite song to play?
Never.
Yeah, to play live. I mean, as far as you just love it every time it comes on, you just die to play it out of everything else.
Actually, the one that I think we've all just kind of silently agreed to is we do a rendition of a Johnny Cash song called Folsom Prison. And Brian will probably correct me, it's Folsom Prison Blues, but we just refer to it as Folsom Prison.
We're always in our shows with that song, and
It's a little bit of a reimagining of the tune with a much heavier, harder edge to it. And we love playing that.
I think originally it's only like 2.5 minutes long, and when we get done, it's almost 5 minutes long. So it's going to be on the CD, so everybody's going to be able to see it. Hear it.
Yeah, we're going to put on the CD. It's kind of a hidden track along with another great band from Baltimore, Crack the Sky, which is Hot Razors in My Heart.
We're doing Drop C.
We're trying to work that out, make sure everything's okay. So, but we do a rendition of it in Drop C. And, what? Yeah.
No wonder it sounds different.
But anyway.
I'm friends with Dave DeMarco.
Got a lot of respect
Talk to him. He's bass player for Crack the Sky. And he's really looking forward to hearing the CD with that version on it.
Nice. So when you do play out, do you like playing out in Baltimore, your hometown, or do you like going out touring other places? Because some bands like to stay locally, and then some just get a hard on for national.
It's good being out. It's good being out in a place where you don't know anybody and they're enjoying your tunes, and it's also good to be home where you got a lot of familiar faces and people are
It's
having a good time.
It's a small venue looking out and seeing your friends in there. I mean, they've heard these songs like a dozen times, 2,000 times, still enjoying.
It really it's really an experience when they're singing the lyrics back that you might have wrote 3 years earlier somewhere in your basement or something. It's a good feeling.
Well, that's the song Never. I mean, as soon as Brian starts the beginning of that song, everybody's like, and that's like, it's really great. I mean, it's my favorite song right there.
Oh, all right. It looks like you have a caller. I hope it's for you all and not like one of the sports shows. But you have a caller from Venice, California. Would you like to ask Twerk something?
What?
You're on with Twerk. Go ahead. Hello?
I guess they don't want to say anything. All right, they want to listen.
All right.
Well, they just want to hear our voices. They are pretty sexy.
That is California. That's pretty cool.
I wonder if it's that band Fluff. They're out from California. They really liked our band. Said what was it? Steamroller, Melodic Power, or something like that on Reverbnation.
You rolled any of the tunes yet?
All right. I do know you all are getting great feedback from our audience as far as your tunes and everything, the ones that you all allow us to play and everything. So what is this song Mr. Applewhite about?
Oh, come on.
It's about dough. Yeah, I can't remember the name of the cult, but Heaven's Gate. It's about Heaven's Gate leader dough. I don't know. I mean, basically, if you know what Heaven's Gate was, you know what Applewhite's about.
Let's say they don't know.
Right? Would you like me to? Yes, please. I'm very good with that.
Okay, in the world of Google, everyone will be able to double check me here, but the Heaven's Gate back in the 90s was this cult that believed that the Hail Bob comet was going to bring about some kind of spaceship behind the comet that was going to be take them home. No, there's a specific word for what the hell? No. Please, you're not. Webster's Dictionary. Well, the rapture. They thought that this spaceship was pretty much going to bring upon like the rapture. It was going to bring, all of the true believers up to the spaceship, and they all committed suicide. The entire cult. They were dressed in I believe, track suits. They all followed, like Brian said, their leader. And he pretty much instructed everyone to dress up in track suits, take your shoes off, lay down, drink, or take some kind of
phenobarbital.
Okay. Some kind of substance to and the goal pretty much.